All right, so I blew some air through one of the hose provisions on the water neck so I can try to blow some of the water out of the block and get some of that junk out there. And it looks pretty nasty, so we're going to put the camera there right now so you can see what I'm talking about. I just wanted you guys to look at it. And here we go. Oh, look at that.
Plug that top hose.
Oh, that's why. All right, there we go. Look at that. And this is the good stuff. Look at that. Looks like chocolate milk. Okay, I don't think much more is going to come out. But I just wanted you guys to kind of see. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just start circulating some water through the block. I'm going to get the water hose and just let it go, let it flow through the block. See if that works. See if we can flush it through the block. I'm going to plug this hole here. There we go. So again, I'm just trying to get all the nasty stuff out of here. Paid a lot of money for that new radiator, and I don't want this garbage flowing through it. So I'm just going to fill up my drip pan here, and once it's full, I'm going to empty it, and I'm going to do it again until we're good.
Don't let the neighbor's cat drink it.
What's that?
Don't let the neighbor's cat drink that.
I know. Might let my cat drink it.
Good and cleaner.
It's looking a little better. Huh. I'll probably do it one more time, and I think that'll be good. All right, this is the last time. I'm going to go ahead and flush some water through here, and let's see how she looks. I think this will be the last one. Come on. Oh, nasty. Okay, well maybe this isn't the last time. What a trip. It was just coming out clean. And then now, okay, so this might take a while. I guess the most important thing is that there's not a bunch of debris in here. Because I can always just flush the radiator, but I just don't want debris going in the new one. Wow. All right. All right, so I picked up some gasket cinch. This stuff is amazing. I'm gonna put this on the water pump gasket here. This will help. Basically, it'll give it like a sticky surface, so it'll stick on the water pump. Anyways, it'll stick on the water pump, and what's also good about using gasket cinch. Let's try it again. No, I'll just start again. I'll just get it.
That's all right. Go ahead.
So I picked up some gasket cinch. If you look here, so this stuff is really good. You put it on your gasket, and what it does is it allows the gasket to stick on the surface. And not only that, later on when you come, let's say if I want to pull the water pump off later, it'll come right off. The gasket will peel off. So this stuff is really good. And another thing that I like about it is it's not very messy like this stuff here. This is that Permatex High Tack. This stuff makes a huge mess, and I don't like it. Gasket cinch, on the other hand, this stuff is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and prep this gasket, let it dry a little bit, then I'm going to stick it on, then I'm going to get to putting that water pump. Okay, I wanted to show you guys, we have 2 strip bolt holes on the water pump. These right here, this is the original bolt. The other one's the same size. This is where they go right here. What I actually did is I thought, well, I can get just a pair of bolts that are about 1/4 inch longer and just screw them in, but even that is not working. So I got a tap and die set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through that bolt hole, and I'm going to see if I can clean it up, and just at least enough to get those bolts in. So I wanted to show you guys that. So if you've never tapped a bolt hole before or fix anything, you have to lube it up. I already put some oil on it, but I'll get a little more oil put on here. You're going to want to lube it up really good, and basically just turn the tap in there. What we're trying to do basically is clean out the threads there and rethread it. So my hope is that I can just clean this out and tap it a little deeper without having to go up the next bolt size. So I'm going to keep working on this because I can't hold the camera and tap at the same time. Okay, so I ran into a problem with 2 of the water pump bolts. These bolts go on the outlet, basically where the lower radiator hose goes up into. So there's 2 of these that the block is stripped out. So I already tried to tap them and it's not working. The hole's not deep enough for me to stick the tap all the way in there to basically rethread the hole. So I'm going to do an old school trick here. I already did it to one, and I'll bring the camera there. But basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some wire, basically a couple pieces of wire down the hole. I'll give you an example. So I'll strip these back to copper, and I'll put like three of these little wires right here. I'm going to stick them in the hole, basically, and then I'm going to chase the bolt in. I'll just screw the bolt in, and I should be able to just get it hand tight. I'm not going to go too crazy because, again, this again is just a temporary fix for now. Later on, I'll probably have the block helicoiled wherever the bolts are stripped out. The bolt holes are stripped out. So I just wanted to show you guys what I'm going to do here, and then I'm going to get this done, and when I'm done, I'll take the camera for you to see. All right, so as you can see here, you can see the wire sticking out here. Basically, I stuck those wires down the bolt hole, and then I put the bolt in, and I got it hand tight. I'm not going crazy, anything like that. Again, I just need something just to be in there snug. So I was able to hand tight both of them. Let me take the camera down so you can see down below. You can see I did the same with the bottom bolt as well. So, and I'm just going to cut off that excess wire there. But just wanted to show you guys, that's just a little temporary fix for now. You know, again, when I get the block redone and the motor rebuilt, I'll either helicoil those, or I just may end up getting a whole new block, potentially. I might put a 401 in this thing, so we'll see, one step at a time. So let me get to moving to the next step. Okay, well, as you can see, I got the belts on. And what I also did is I put that lower radiator hose on. Since it's so cramped, I figure I better get that sucker on there. So thankfully, the belts fit perfect. I was a little worried that there was going to be some issues because the way the belts were on before was really not correct. So the next thing I'm going to do is this red hose that you see here. This is a heater hose basically that we disconnected from the heater core because the heater core was leaking. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that too. So now I'm going to have new hoses. Basically, one of the viewers commented on one of the videos that I should replace this hose right here. So there you go, sir. I ended up getting a new hose. I had to special order it because you can't just find these anywhere. All right, so my radiator came in. I picked this up at AMC Parts Warehouse. It's made by US Radiator, and it's supposed to be a factory replica of the original. So let's get this thing opened up and see what it looks like. Don't have to lay the box down, pull it out. It's always a good sign when they're packed real tight like this. One thing to note too is I was looking at some aluminum radiators, and I noticed real quick, I was looking at the dimensions, a lot of them were too tall. So I wanted something that was just going to drop in. So that's why I opted to go for a factory original replica. Very nice. All right. So let's take a look here. Got my transmission cooler lines here on the bottom. Got the inlet and outlet there. Everything looks really good. So let me get this up close to the camera for you all to get a close look. So one thing to note as well on this is that I was told that these are built to order. So pretty nice. It's got my name on here. It's got some paint on, so they're probably getting this thing touched up, ready to ship out, and then they put my name on the tag. So that's pretty cool. So all in all, it looks like a really nice unit. So let's get this thing dropped in. I'm going to take this top plate off here. I probably should have taken it off when I pulled the radiator out. So ground wire or whatever, maybe a stereo. It's all bent up. I'm gonna hammer it up. I'm gonna try to straighten it up with a hammer while it's out. These all appear to be the same size, so I'm gonna just get that out. And somebody put a regular screw in here, like a wood screw. That's not good because it may have messed the threads up. So that'll make it a lot easier. Test this out to see if they didn't strip this out. If not, I'll find the right size screw for this. This car has all kinds of mismatched things on it. All right, I got my dad to help me. Come on in, Dad. So yeah, if you just want to grab it. So let's rest it here and I'll show you.
Okay.
So you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
The bolts go in on this side. So this right here has to lay right in front of that. So
Okay.
we're gonna just set it down. You get on that side and I'll get on this side, and I have the bolts over here on my side. So we'll just kind of slowly lower it down.
Okay, but this thing is in the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's-
okay.
let's-
Okay. Let me take it down now. I got it out without that. But let's see here.
I see you loosen that one now, right?
Yeah, for some reason I was gonna lose it, then I remembered I took it out without that, but it's always easier.
Scratch it.
Alright, just set that there. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, just grab that side and I'll come around here.
Right, like that, Ronnie, like that.
It's
Look
gotta
at
go
that.
in front.
Oh, inside.
No, in front. You
Well,
got it.
it's in front.
Yeah.
Get that.
Yeah.
Is it going here?
It just slides off. Okay, hold it there.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get a bolt and a washer. Right, and then get rid of your side.
Let me one more. Let me stand where you are and you get over this side.
Alright.
Tell me if you need to lift it or what you want me to do.
You're gonna have to wait. All right, thanks, Dad. All right.
Okay, can you take a break?
All right, so the radiator fit perfect. I mean, like a glove. So I recommend this radiator. It's made by US Radiator, and man, fits perfect. It dropped right in, bolts went right in, everything looked real good on it. Hoses went on real easy. I just need to put the fittings on the bottom for the transmission cooler lines. There's some little L fittings that go on the bottom. I'm not gonna use the existing ones, but I am gonna take one off the old radiator I have set aside so I can take it down to the hardware store. Just a little. All right, check it out. The radiator looks really good. You can see I've got the belts on, I got the fan on, water pump obviously is on. So just kind of doing a walk around here for you all to see. You can see the alternator down there. Alternator's in, looking good. Everything's looking really good. I got the new hoses, or I should say the new heater hose on. And I got the lower hose that goes into the water pump. Everything looks real good. So the next thing I want to do is this top plate that goes down here, goes right here over the radiator. It's all kind of dented up. You can see this thing is dented up. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. I'm just going to straighten this up a little bit. When it's time to really dig into the car, we'll get this looking brand new again. But right now, just some little tap here and there to get things straightened out. Nothing too serious. I think that's going to do it for now. So there's one thing I wanted to show you guys, kind of just a sidebar thing. You know, a car like this where, you know, some of the bolts that I have are mix and match, and I don't know what size they are. I know the head, of course, but I don't know the pitch of the thread. And some of the bolts I've had to replace before. So I bought this thing. It's called a thread checker. Really cool. Let's get this opened up for you guys. So basically, what this thing does, basically it has all the size of SAE standard bolts as well as metric. So makes it really easy to figure out what bolts you have, what the size is. If I was looking to replace something like this one here for the radiator, some of these are mix and match. So this way I can tell them, look, what's what. So this is a this bolt here is a 5/16 with the 5/16 18, so it's got 18 threads on it. 18 threads on it. So the thread pitch. So very cool. So just want to show you guys this. It's called a thread checker. So pick one up. Pretty neat.